Unboxing time, and we're unboxing this, the XTone Pro by XSonic. Reload your tone. So big thank you to Elroy and everyone at XSonic for sending this out. Ooh, here we go. Lid. Looks like this. So I should mention probably what this is. So the XTone Pro is basically an interface. Basically an interface. But I think it's mainly meant for iOS devices or portable devices. I guess it probably works for Android stuff, but I'm going to use it all on iOS devices. So it's if you use things like Bias Effects or RK Multimedia Amplitube, or there's a few other things that I might check in a second. But yeah, there'll be a whole series on iOS device music coming up. Not necessarily all guitar related either, so stay tuned for that. So this is basically an interface with a rather thick, lots of Midi stuff user manual, which I won't look at the moment because I don't look at instructions for the unboxing videos. And then we have cables. Ooh, now this is kind of cool. So this is a lightning cable for iPhones, iPads on one side, and it has a lightning, this side, lightning and USB on the other side. So I guess this is so you can plug this thing in to your iPhone or iPad and still charge it, because here's the USB cable, which is a USB A to B type cable. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, let's look at the actual thing. So it comes in this lovely pouch. Ooh, and it feels quite substantial, and it looks like this. So, by the looks of it, we have gain. I'm going to presume that's maybe an input gain type thing. And there's a volume, which I guess is maybe an output gain. There's 6 switches on it, which you can assign. They're basically MIDI switches. It's like a MIDI thing, so you can change patches in things. Let's look at the back. Okay, back we have 2 MIDI in. So I guess MIDI in and out, 2 MIDI DIMM connections. We've got a headphone, little headphone jack output, and a switch called G, which I'm going to say maybe a ground lift thing. There's USB-B connection, and I believe, there's power as well, but I believe it can all be powered via USB. So your iPad or phone can actually power this. Then let's look at this side. Here we have a combo jack input. So this is an XLR and combo jack input, and this is just a jack input. So you've got a left and right input, so 2 ins, and this is an expression pedal input. And on the other side, we have XLR out and left and right out. So I guess XLR is mono, and then you have stereo jack outs. Yeah, but it feels quite substantial. The switches are soft switches. Let's plug it in and try it out. All right, all hooked up now. So I've got the XTone Pro here. I've got my guitar going straight into this, into the left input, coming out of the XLR with the green cable, going straight into my Audient ID44 interface. And here I've got the iPad. Hopefully you can see it all right. Mine's an iPad Pro, so I have a USB-C thing, so I couldn't use their cool little cables. So I had to use a dongle thingy, which, by the way, can I just ask, leave in the comments whether you agree with me. You get these crappy little hardwired, 10 centimeter long cables with all these hubs now. Why? I mean, either make them a bit longer or just have it so you can get your own cable and plug it in, right? I don't know, that's just me, but to me, this stuff is always annoying. Anyway, unrelated. So I should quickly mention also, I had a couple of minor issues hooking this up, but none of it had to do with the XTone. It was all iOS related. So with iOS, and I'm using iOS 13.3 or something like that, what it does sometimes is it doesn't ask you whether you want... Okay, so if you use any kind of audio thing on an iOS device, quite often it'll ask you, would you like to give access to the microphone to this whatever app you're using? Sometimes it doesn't ask you that, and then in the privacy settings, there's a privacy settings in general. It's actually switched off. It won't grant access, which means no audio goes into the app. So a big thank you to Elroy from XSonic who helped me out with that, and we sorted it out. So the issue was iOS related. So just make sure you you let whatever app it is using, you give it access, let it have access to the audio, to the microphone input. Anyway, so this is Bias Effects. This is just whatever the first thing is that comes up, and it looks like, and it sounds like this. So that's the volume. Don't know if that's input volume. I'm gonna say I don't think these switches work. Hang on, let's go to that view. No, you got to set it up, but we haven't set it up yet. Or do you have to maybe, I don't know, hold it in? No, it just goes away. What about that one? Ooh. That turned Monday on, M-O-N, whatever that means. I haven't looked at the manual. This is a quick first look. Hang on, so if I hold that again, does it turn off? Okay, what does this one do? Ah, that turns a phantom power, I guess, for that on and off, I believe. Yes? What does that one do? Ah, that changes the mode. So now it's in red color mode, whatever that means. And it doesn't turn it off. I guess mode is probably maybe for different apps or something, because I think it comes sort of semi-preset for some apps. But anyway, let's see what that one does. Blue mode, and let me guess, that goes back to green mode. Excellent. Okay, there you go. So pretty straightforward. So this is what it sounds, just going through a few sounds. I'll do a more in-depth video with everything and with all the apps at some stage as well. This is just to, you know, this is like a plug-in and see if it works, and it does. Let's go fuzzy plexi. Out in space. That one's lovely. That's just lovely. So that's bias effects. Just quickly look at some other ones like Amplitube. Does it work with Amplitube? Yeah. There's all the iRig stuff. Yeah. iRig Blueboard. Excellent. So again, this is just whatever comes up. Hang on, that sounds like the other one is still there. Maybe let's turn, must be on in the background. Let's turn bias effects off. Let's just have Amplitube on. Ah, okay, it was still on in the background. Wowzers. Crunch. Is that? I haven't really used this before, so I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, it's the same as it, or similar, so you can... Oh, no. I can't move that around? Can I move that around? No, I can't move that around. This is just a free basic version. I haven't even looked at that before. Okay, let's turn that off as well, just to make sure there's nothing there. And then this one is one that was given to me actually by Elroy. Big thank you for that. This is a pretty cool one, the Nembrini. It makes this little kind of clicky noises when you first start it up. Nembrini Audio BST100 Super Overdrive. So this is based on Soldano's SLO, and it sounds really cool actually. Just that, everything on 10, like, well, 5, like 12 o'clock. And then you've got the rack thing where you can turn the noise gate on. And you can, there's different IRs. That sounds great. Then you have a normal channel, which is a more clean channel. And a crunch channel. That sounds great. And then you've got some presets. I'm going to do a full video of that app as well, but I don't know. Let's go. What about Dirty Clean? Let's do one more quick one. I don't know. What else is there? Luke's Kingdom. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it works. So that was just a quick first impressions and unboxing of the XTone Pro by XSonic. Big thank you to Elroy once again. Stay tuned for full video of it and also a bunch of videos with iOS stuff. So I think I haven't really checked it out before, but I'm gonna check out some more, generally just some music stuff, maybe some synths and other things on iOS. So if there's anything in particular you want me to check out, leave it in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe. Big thank you for watching, and see you next time.